We've driven to Walnut Grove, Missouri to visit Seven Seas Winery and learn the unique ways they make wine and mead. Let's take a sip and learn more.
I am Dwight Crevelt, co-owner and winemaker here at Seven Seas Winery in Walnut Grove. Well, we got started here with the fact that we're both from the country. I spent a lot of time growing up down here in Walnut Grove because my mom and grandparents are from Walnut Grove and they went to school here. And being military, I traveled a lot, my dad, and we spent every summer down here as a kid. And we ended up in Las Vegas. I was in the gaming business and raised 4 kids out there and decided we wanted to get out of the rat race and get back to 4 seasons. So the land adjacent to my grandparents' place became available and we bought it. And then tried to decide, what are we going to do with it? I wasn't going to raise corn and beans or any cattle or anything, so we decided on a winery, and then took a bunch of time learning about wine, traveling around the country. Everywhere we went, we visited wineries to see how they did things with events. Went to the wine conference here in Missouri for a number of years, took classes at Vesta out of Missouri State. In fact, we were one of the first students they ever had.
Dwight and his wife, Jean Ann, have perfected their winemaking skills and are always looking for something new. One of those new adventures has included mead, created by simply fermenting wine.
Well, mead is an ancient drink, been around forever. It is basically wine or honey fermented into a wine. And it's a relatively simple process for a traditional wine style. We do it in a wine style, some do it in a beer style. We take the honey, which is about 80% sugar, and we dilute it to around 20, 22%, 24%, which is what grape juice is. And then we ferment it, throw the yeast in and ferment it just like we do a wine. And then we treat it exactly like a wine. We fine it and finish it. We don't add anything else to it. So it comes out exactly like nature intended it to be. So each unique flavor of honey makes unique flavored wine. Honey is the most natural product out there. It never spoils. And it has a unique flavor based on where the beehives are located and what flowers they've taken. So each honey, there's like 200 recognized varieties of honey, and each one is unique, and each one makes unique wine. Whether it's in an orange grove, like an orange blossom, or a clover field, a wildflower field, an alfalfa field, a buckwheat field. Those, the hives, the honey takes on that kind of flavor. And that, of course, then comes through in a wine.
Here at Seven Seas Winery, they have set themselves apart by bottling wine all year round. Driven by demand, their familiar labels feature local artists, and more importantly, they tell a story, one that lies in every bottle.
We're in cattle country here, and when we got started, our last name is Crevelt, and my wife, and we have 4 kids, so that was 6 of us. My mother-in-law asked me one other investor. Well, her maiden name was Cassins, so she became a 7th C. So we picked a cattle theme versus a nautical theme out here because we're in the middle of Polk County. So 7CS is the brand, and then all of the grape wines have a cattle theme to them. Chuck wagon, roundup, branding iron, wagon train, stagecoach. So we've themed everything for the grape wines on that. This is an orange blossom mead. This is the honey that was the hives were in an orange grove. Now this did come out of Florida because there's not a lot of orange groves in Missouri for some strange reason. But we take this one and again, ferment the honey, and you get all the orange notes and the citrus notes in the wine. And it's a very popular wine. And of course we have this particular one right here in the pouch. And then the other bottle here is an example of another one we do that we're one of the few that do, is an elderberry wine. Elderberry is the original superfruit. All of our grandparents knew about it, and everybody used to take all the elderberry syrup to help colds and stuff. Well, we make an elderberry wine, and it's extremely popular. We get our elderberries right here in Missouri. Most of them come out of Ash Grove or on our own property here. Yeah, we have several stores in Springfield area that carry it. We have both Macadoodles in Republic and on North Glenstone carry our wines. So does Hy-Vee, and so do both Harder houses. And we also, if you're a little north of town, up Osceola Cheese carries a lot of our wines up there in the pouches. And each store carries a different mix. So you have to ask the store which ones you want, so they'll bring it in, but then check a different store. We're open year round. We're here open Tuesday through Sunday from 10 to 6 year round, as well as we have a lot of events throughout the year. We have monthly paint nights out here. There's once a month on a Friday night, you come out and get to paint for 2 hours and have fun. We also have, in May through October, we have live music out here, at least once a month. And you're welcome to come out, bring a picnic, bring something to throw on our barbecue grills. I fire them up, you just grill whatever you want.
In the words of Dwight, drink what you like and like what you drink. I've got mine.